need a hand. Alright, folks. I know this is generally my muted video because I am trying to get better. I have like a persistent cough for the past few 5, 6 days now, and I'm just trying to get it over with. But I wanted to add some commentary because I am having some issues with my Dragon Age. Okay, like for one, right now I can't hear anything from. Okay, now the game audio seems like it's being picked up. But the game is loading incredibly slow. Like, dear God, like, it's taking forever. The desktop audio is coming in as non-existent. As you can see, Varric is missing. Like, there we go. He just popped in. So everything is just going wrong. Like, and you can even see like the load icon in the corner there. It is ridiculous what's going on right now. I'm tempted to stop the video here because like I'm trying to find a way to get to those two fade rifts back in the Exalted Plains. Now we're back in the loading screen. You'll see what I mean, folks. I'm gonna leave now. Hopefully, this should not take as long to load because it is a fairly small thing. It's a short little scene of everyone walking into the room, gather around the table, and we zoom in. It should not take long to load. Alright, but you can see the icon down here pulsing and spinning. So that's an indicator that the game is not frozen. So as long as this thing's pulsing, we know the game is not frozen. It's just loading at an incredibly slow pace. Now, this is partially my fault because I am trying to install a game because I'm trying to save my voice for like a special video I want to get done today. No, there we go. There's the audio of us coming in, but we're not visually seeing anything yet. So basically our game is out of sync right now. We're in the loading screen now for I can only say for a guarantee minute at this point because last I looked at the timer we were 11. Okay, here we go. This should not have taken this long to load. It is by far the least demanding of every single part of the game. Okay, so okay. Accept report. We'll venture fort with Varric as our mage. No, not call. So now, okay, so maybe this will be the simplest screen. The goddamn cards should be the simplest thing to load. This will be my like once this video is done, folks, or once because I don't know how to get to the last two portal rifts. We check like they're separated by a huge amount of rock. So my only idea is to go north across the bridge, which is what I'm trying to do. By this repair operation, we then go north, and then we go east, and then we loop down south. That's what I'm hoping the route is. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll see. Now, I do know some mods can cause the game to take a bit longer to load, but they're mostly cosmetic mods because the game has to load them in. I don't really have any of those. I only have the only mods I really have installed are the search radius, the increase in influence, the more banter between the companions, and the no wartime. The no wartime table time limit thing. They're the only ones that I don't have. So there should absolutely be no reason for this. Now, mind you, there is actually an alternative I would have accepted, but I haven't seen anyone make this mod. Unfortunately, because the zero timer on the wartime table, like with some of the repeatable operations, it led me to have like ridiculous amounts of resources and ridiculous amount of money. Because it is exploitable. I will say what they could, a mod should have done was maybe half the time, like I don't know, like something like that. So instead of completely obliterating the wartime table system, they should just like halved the time. So that way, because again it uses real life time system. Because again, I'm okay with farming methods in games. Like I always enjoyed in Assassin's Creed, the side missions that you send your companions on, or your assassins on, or your ships in the case of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and they used real life timers. What I found irritating with the wartime table was they tied, main story stuff to it. So that was my big issue. Okay, we're still waiting. And again, as you can see, we're not frozen. The thing is still pulsating. We're still able to flick through this. Now, eventually, the screen will turn black, and that's when the most annoying part of the game will start loading. And this is why typically I pause the recordings during this bit, but I wanted you guys to show you why I may end up ending this video without completing the last two rifts. And that is just because of it's ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to mute my mic now. Actually, I'm going to keep it going just so that way if it does finally load. So let's read some of these cards while we have it. La Pomme Vea Morte. The apples nearest the cafe are said to change their taste depending on the weather one is walking toward or away from the gallows, and of course they do, for taste is subject to the whims of the heart, and no meal is favoured after tears. But dear it anyway, for none know the taste of joy such as those who do not shy from experience. From Our Elysian Heart by formerly Sister Ludain. The Carta. The castless dwarves of Ozamar have few prospects, consigned to live in the crumbling ruin on the social and economic fringes of the mighty dwarven capital. Most resort to begging, prostitution, or crime. Just as all rivers eventually join the sea, all castlists who turn to crime eventually become part of the Carta. The hero of Ferelden decimated the ranks of this ancient gang while rallying the dwarves to join battle against the archdemon Urthamel. Oh, we actually get a name! Wow, we actually get a name for the archdemon, Urthamel. Unable to record the power they once had in Ozamart, they turned to their attention topside, using groups of surface-dwelling dwarves to smuggle weapons, lyrium, surface luxuries, people, and other goods between Ozamar and human lands. Despite the flow of business, its members are still desperate and violent, with no strong leader to rein in their excess. They have little sense of dwarven honor and freely break their word, double-cross allies, and renege on deals. From the Stone and Her Children, Dwarves of Dragon Age by brother Gina TV. We actually see Gina TV a lot. Like he's quite prolific author throughout the Dragon Age series. Notorious Raider Trash. You want to know about my Raider friends, huh? You want in on the world, make a goody like you poke your nose in such dirty business. Well, there's there's good Sir Tatus, of course. Some people say he runs the Armada. He doesn't. No one does. The Armada is a collection of ships, and each one is like a nation unto itself. Its own rules, its own people, its own leader. Tatus is respected, of course. You don't sink half a dozen Orlesian frigates without earning at least some respect. He's a dangerous man, but he's no king of the Armada. Anyone tells you that, they're lying or misinformed. Then there's Lacan Paul, likes to sail around the southern Cape of Rivian, rattling his sabre and posturing like it means something. No one really cares what Lacan Paul does, though only a fool will say that to his face, you see. The thing about Lacan Paul is, he's got gold, lots of it, all earned through legitimate means. Even he still has a trading company somewhere in the marches and hires people to run it while he plays adventurer on the high seas. The Armada lets him do it because it always pays to have friends with coin. The one you should really watch out for is Ianto. They call him the Talon, the terror of Lollerman. But most often, the crooked bastard. What might kill you in your sleep, slavery, murder, torture, none is too much for Ianto. He's trafficking souls. If discovered a way to extract them from people, in fact, I'm sure he has some Tevinter cronies working on that right this second. I'm sure there's coin to be made in stolen souls somewhere. The Impribium, probably. Isabella, self-proclaimed Queen of the Eastern Seas. And Isabel is, of course, the character we recruited in Assassin's Creed 2. Sorry, not Assassin's Creed. Dragon Age 2. Oh my god. And here we are, folks. We are still in the loading screen. And we now literally read through... I've literally read the entire thing. Now, mind you, this one was very short, but we had two very big ones. And we're at minute 22. So we've now spent... it took us 6 minutes to locate the first rift and to close it. And then we began searching for... Oh, here we go. We're in black screen now. So the game is still progressing. But yeah, it took us 6 minutes to locate the first rift. Fight it, close it. We then checked out a cave, hoping it would lead us to the other two. It didn't. It led us to this strange contraption where that's when our loading issues started to begin. That's when I thought of like, oh, I'll go to Skyhold to do that. I paused the recording at that point, and I had to actually close the game down and relaunch the game and load back in, and then travel to Skyhold again. And then when I finally did load into Skyhold, after quite a while of waiting, I then hit unpause. I explained to you guys what the situation is. You saw what I was going through. And yeah, we're then finished travel back here. And now we're finally loading in. The game seems to be running more smoothly now, thank God. So as you can see, it's these big rock formation, and it goes all the way down, folks. So I'm hoping for some way across. But it doesn't look like there is. Wait, no, see, I doubt that, because like that will make this map really, really big. Alright, so now we're now entering for the Empire quest. And again, I just don't think... See, I don't think this would have us go all the way up and then down. You know, and look, like, see, this is what I had me thinking, like, there must be a way here, so hold on. Oh no, I should have just manually ran. Okay, it didn't take me long, thank God. There has to be a way. Like, let's just double check this here. Okay, so we know definitely not this way. No, there's no access point here. Come down here. Nothing. So we drop down into the basement. This is when we found the rift when we first took this place. Yeah, nothing. So the only alternative is if we were supposed to go further south and up then. So yeah, we'll fast travel to the Fens camp. Okay, so we know that route is not it. Because that leads us to the cave that, as I mentioned, we dropped down into, and it leads to a strange facility. We'll explore that at a later point.
My lord.
Okay, so we're gonna check out going south and then east. Well, we just saw that raven go right through into the cliff. Right, so still not here. So we're gonna come down here. Might as well deal with these. Okay. Really? Okay. What about down this way? No. Oh my God. How do I go up to here? This is getting ridiculous now. Now see, this is going to lead us away. So apparently that... Okay, so that down here must be just completely off limits. Yeah, it has to be. Okay, actually, you know, from what vaguely I can see through the trees, yeah. I see it now. Yeah, okay. So, definitely, south is not the option. Oh my god. Oh. See, that's what I mean. Like, so that area is clearly off limits because it was auto killing us, or at least auto dropping us. Like, whereas that fall that we did in that tower was significantly higher up, but it hardly affected us. No, I'll sort that out later.
Messer.
If we go into this camp, there's that route there, right? As you see, we're completely walled off to the north, to the east. Now to the south, we have this route. Just gonna reiterate why I couldn't get to it this way. So we're gonna turn down here. That's where we fought.
My boots squelch when I lift my feet. Why did we spend time and effort opening a path?
Okay, actually no. This is actually a different area. So okay, so yeah, we took a wrong. We kept going straight, which then led us down to here. But now that we've gone, we took that left. I think we finally found it, folks. The route to the other rifts. I'm glad crafting resources do not count, and somehow that loot sank into the ground. Alright, so here we go. Some obsidian. Funny enough, folks, I'm still waiting to see that plant that we are supposed to gather for that quest from all the way back in the hinterlands. Oh, there's a dragon. Alright, so this area is for level 15, so we're actually... No, wait. I think the limit was... Okay, no, we get XP for here. Good. So they're in our level range, so it must be 4 levels. because once you reach like 4 levels, or sorry, a certain level difference between you and an enemy, you stop gaining XP for it. Really, just these wisps? Normally there's like at least one demon. Oh, there we go, we got a demon of despair hitting that, shooting ice at me.
Just when it couldn't get any worse.
So if we travel up here now, the next one, yeah, there we go, we've already seen it. These portals were very close together. There's the dragon.
This just keeps getting worse.
The dragon's so close to the thing. There we go, just get him unstuck. Now, this is probably the longest I've ever had to spend tackling rift portals. Sorry, yeah, the rifts.
Sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
Yeah. So, yeah, folks, always keep him with you when you find these, okay?
That should help ward off demons.
Wait, where's the Souls Approves? You're supposed to get a thing for that. There we go.
This place saw some hard fighting.
An offering to the Dread Wolf. My oh my. There's the dragon. May tackle that later. Still have a few side quests. We have plenty of side quests. We've only been here for a short while. So again, like, we are going to tackle all these. We'll probably do the scarred glyphs for fun after this, but then we still have a few side quests to take care of in this area, folks, and then we will again move on to the next area. There, we're just going to save. I'm going to save again, just because again with these loading issues I want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. But yeah, folks, I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.